Going the distance with local sports. Covering the Loretto Mustangs, Summertown Eagles, and Lawrence County Wildcats. Basketball, football, baseball, and more. This is the X Sports Network.
And welcome everybody here to the Nest. Another exciting volleyball matchup of in-county rivals is on hand here tonight as the host squad, Lady Eagles of Summertown, take on the Lady Cats of Lawrence County. This is AJ Good here on the X Sports Network, bringing you tonight's action. Checking in on both of these squads coming into this game, starting first with the visitors, Lawrence County. Their head coach is Steve Keaton. They come in at 7-1 and 2-0 within their district. They finished up as the runners-up in a tournament over the weekend in Florence, Alabama. On the other side for the Lady Eagles, their head coach is Andrea Kelly. They are 8-0 on the season, 1-0 within their district, coming off a tournament win in Murfreesboro this past weekend. So not only two of the better teams within Southern Middle Tennessee, really two of the better teams within the state. Lawrence County in Class 2A, Summertown in Class 1A. Some of the polls have each side ranked as the top squad in their respective classes. So, in a way, you got number one versus number one tonight here at the Nest. So each side has finished up their warm-ups. Lawrence County more than likely will go with the starting lineup of Michaela Kerr, Cammie Williams, Cortland Rose, Sadie Grace Cole, and Kinley Cheapwood. Summertown on the other end, more than likely going to go with the lineup of Ainsley Burleson, Emily Brazier, Gracie Kelly, Abby Jo Schaefer, and Mackenzie Reynolds. Might have missed out one. My first Summertown game of the regular season called out here tonight. It's both sides here. It's been a long time since Lawrence County has defeated Summertown in volleyball. Summertown has been a powerhouse in the game of volleyball. They've made it to 3 straight state tournaments. They were the state champions in 2019, 2020, and were the state runner-ups in 2021. Starting lineup for Summertown will be Ainsley Burleson, Mia Dimwitty, Abby Jo Schaefer, Emily Brazier, Millie Emerson, and Gracie Kelly. On the other side for Lawrence County, their starting lineup is Michaela Kerr, Sadie Grace Cole, Cortland Rose, Kinley Cheapwood, Sophie Cole, and Cammie Williams. As the officials check out the starting lineups, a great crowd here so far at the Nest. Student section showing up for both sides. They showed up in full force on Friday night for the football game. That was a Lawrence County win over their rivals in Summertown. They're now 4-0 all-time against their rivals in the game of football. Summertown's football program is much younger than Lawrence County, so that's why they've only faced each other 4 times. Speaking of rivalry, Summertown will face off with Loretto at Loretto. The game will also be on the X Sports Network coming up on Thursday. So Summertown will serve things up to start here. These two met up previously at the Summertown Smackdown, which turned out to a 2-set thrilling, though, Summertown win. As Brazier serves up, that's dug out by Michaela Kerr. Sadie Grace Cole keeps it in. Cheapwood tried to throw it over. Can't do it, so Summertown starts off with the first point of the game. Brazier to serve it up again. Right-hander over the net, dug out by Kerr. Cole over to Cortland Rose. Rose, and that one's going to fall in for the kill. So Lawrence County ties it up just like that. First kill of the game there for Cortland Rose. As Sophie Cole will check out. Cammie Garland will check in. Served by Cole is dug out by Brazier. Kelly now over to Abby Jo Schaefer. That one's dug out by Cole. Sent back over by Schaefer. And Cammie Williams gets it over. Dug out by Brazier. Kelly now over to Ainsley Burleson for the kill. Dug out by Kerr, and that one's going to fall out over. First kill of the game for Ainsley Burleson. Gracie Kelly picks up her first assist. And the Lady Eagles lead it 2-1 here in the first set. Wouldn't be surprised if this one at least goes to 4, maybe 5, as Burleson will serve it up. Dug out by Rose. Cole setting up Rose. He gets it over the net. Dug out by Dimwitty. Kelly back to Dimwitty. Blocked. Set up by Kerr. Cheatwood over to Rose. Dug out by Kelly. Reynolds over to Schaefer. Dug out by Kerr. Cole now over to Rose for the kill. And that one can't be handled by Kelly. So Cortland Rose gets another kill to tie the game up at 2. Gigi Wallace, Peyton Morgan going to check in for Kinley Cheatwood and Michaela Kerr. And Wallace will go back and serve it up here for the Lady Cats, wearing their all-black uniforms and purple trim. As that one's dug out by Burleson. Kelly setting up Burleson. Deflected by Morgan over to Wallace. Now Cole, now to Morgan for the kill. Blocked by Schaefer and down. Abby Jo Schaefer, first block of the game, gives the Lady Eagles a 3-2 lead. Summertown wearing their blue tops. White numerals outlined in black. Lawrence County, all black uniforms with white numerals outlined in purple. Reynolds now, the left-hander, to serve it up for the Lady Eagles. That one's over, dug out by Wallace. Rose, now over to Cami Williams. It gets it over the net, dug out by Reynolds. Kelly, setting up Dimwitty for the kill, and it's on. All knotted up at 3 apiece between these in-county rivals. Lawrence County looking for their first win against the Summertown squad in quite a while. Rose, the right-hander with the jump serve over the net and long. And the Lady Eagles retake the lead at 4-3. Cami Garland going to check out. Mary Beth Brown to check in. Schaefer and Brazier will check out. And you've got Emerson and Gillum to check in for Summertown. Gillum will serve it up. And that one's straight in the net. Tied up at 4 now. Brazier will now come back in for Gillum. And Mary Beth Brown back to serve it up here for the Lady Cats. Right-hander over the net, dug out by Reynolds. Kelly sent it over to Dimwitty over the net. Wallace, Brown over to Cami Williams over the net. Brazier, Kelly over to Dimwitty for the kill, dug up by Wallace and into the first row. So Gracie Kelly with her second assist. And Dimwitty picks up her first kill of the match. And she'll go back and serve it up with her team leading 5-4. Left-hander over the net and long. Third error in the game by the Lady Eagles, and we're tied up at 5 as Sophie Cole, Michaela Kerr, Kinley Cheatwood will come in for Brown, Morgan, and Wallace. No lineup changes on the other side for Summertown, and Kerr will go back and serve it up for Lawrence County. All knotted up at 5 here in the first set. Kerr's serve is over, dug out by Dimwitty. Kelly sending up Emerson for the kill, and that diving save by Sadie Grace Cole, and they said that she was in the net. So the Lady Eagles retake the lead at 6-5, and Gracie Kelly will serve it up for the Lady Eagles. Kelly, the right-hander, and the serve is over the net, dug out by Kerr. Cole sends it over to Cami Williams, and Williams' attempt is long. Summertown extends the lead to 7-5, and Kelly will serve it up again. First set here between these two Lawrence County rivals. Kelly, the right-hander over the net, dug out by Sophie Colt to Sadie Grace, who sends it over, dug out by a diving Kelly. Dimwitty over to Ainsley Burleson, dug out by Rose. Kerr over to Cami Williams. And that one is sent back by Reynolds to Kelly, over to Burleson. And dug out by diving Williams to Kerr. Sophie Cole gets it over the net to Brazier. Kelly sending up Burleson. Blocked and cannot get over. So Burleson will get the kill, her second of the game. Kelly picks up her third assist. Lady Eagles extend their lead out to 3 at 8-5. Kelly to serve it up. This one's over. Dug out by Williams. Cole setting up Kinley Cheatwood, and her kill attempt is long. Lady Eagles here on a 4-0 run, taking a 9-5 lead. Kelly again to serve it up. Dug out by Cole. To Sadie Grace Cole over to Cami Williams for the kill attempt, and that one's in. Perfectly placed there by Cami Williams. Her first kill of the game, and Lawrence County stops the run. And Williams will go back and serve it up here for the Lady Cats. 9-6 a Summertown lead. That's over the net, dug out by Burleson. Kelly over to Millie Emerson. Dug out by Williams. Cole back to Kerr, gets it over the net to Brazier. Reynolds, and they're going to call a double hit or a carry on Reynolds. Fourth error in the set there by the Lady Eagles. It's a 9-7 Summertown lead. And Williams will serve it up again. Dug out by Brazier. Kelly now over to Mackenzie Reynolds, and she's in the net. Hit the pole on top of the net, so Lawrence County has answered this 4-0 Summertown run with a 3-0 run of their own as they trail 9-8 here in the first set. Williams, a right-hander again, going to serve it up. Dug out by Burleson. Kelly. And miscommunication between Reynolds and Brazier. And we're tied up at 9. Great action here already in the first set. Williams will serve it up again. That's over. Dug out by Burleson. To Kelly. Back to Burleson. Dug out by Rose. Cole. The Cheapwood. Gets it over the net. Dug out by Kelly. Reynolds saves it. Over to Burleson. Now dug out by Kerr. Cole. Over to Rose. That one is sent back to Lawrence County. A good block. Rose. And they're going to say that Lawrence County was in the net. So Abby Jo Schaefer will come in for Millie Emerson. Gillum checks out. And now Emily Brazier to serve it up. That one's over. Dug out by Kerr. To Williams. To Rose, who gets it over the net. Dug out by Brazier. Kelly setting up Abby Jo Schaefer, and that one's down. Big kill there from Abby Jo Schaefer, her first of the game. And the Lady Eagles leave it 11-9. Brazier, the right-hander, to serve it up again. That one's over. Dug out by Kerr. Cole now setting up Rose. Rose gets it over the net. Dug out by Burleson. Kelly over to Mackenzie Reynolds. Dug out by Williams. Cole over to Cortland Rose. Dug out by Brazier. Kelly. And they're going to call a carry there on Kelly. So Lady Cats cut the lead to 11-10 here in the first set. As Cami Garland will come in for Sophie Cole. No subs on the other side for Summertown. 11-10, Summertown leading the first set. Sadie Grace Cole to serve it up. Over to Brazier. Kelly setting up Burleson for the kill. Dug out by Cole. Back to Summertown. Dug out by Kerr. And can't be handled. So Burleson picks up her third kill of the set. Third of the match. It's a 12-10 Lady Eagle lead. Good back and forth there between the two sides. As Burleson will go back and serve it up here for Summertown. So we trying to clear up some confusion here at the scores table. Everything's okay. And Burleson set to serve it up. The right-hander over the net, dug out by Cami Williams. To Cole, over to Cortland Rose, who gets it over the net, dug out by Burleson. Kelly over to Abby Jo Schaefer, dug out by Cheapwood. Williams, Kerr gets it over the net, dug out by Burleson. Kelly, now over to Mia Dimwitty, dug out by Kerr. Cole, over to Rose, dug out by Burleson. Kelly, Schaefer, that one's blocked and down by Cheapwood as Brazier. And Reynolds can't handle it. Excuse me, that's Dimwitty into the net, and Lawrence County has tied it up. First block of the game for Kinley Cheapwood as Gigi Wallace, Peyton Morgan will come in for Cheapwood and Kerr. Wallace will go back and serve it up as should be a, scoreboard says 12-11. I thought it was tied at 12 as Wallace sends it over, dug up by Burleson to Kelly to Schaefer, and that one falls in. Schaefer's second kill, Kelly's fifth assist, and it's now a 13-11 Lady Eagle lead. Now Mackenzie Reynolds will serve it up here for the Lady Eagles. Leading by 2 here in the first set. Reynolds, the left-hander, over the net. Dug up by Wallace. Cole over to Peyton Morgan for the kill attempt. Burleson saves it. Brazier keeps it in. Dimwitty over the net to Morgan. Cole dug out by Schaefer, and they're going to say that Lawrence County was in the net on that one. So the Lady Eagles lead by 3 at 14-11 here in the first set. Reynolds again, the left-hander over the net, dug out by Rose, and that's too strong, and Schaefer throws it straight down for the kill. Her third of the game, and they get their lead out to 4 once again. Reynolds dribbles, readies, And the left-hander with the serve, dug out by Wallace. Garland to Cole over the net, dug out by Burleson. Kelly over to Reynolds, dug out by Cole. Wallace trying to set up Rose, who gets it over, dug out by Dimwitty. Kelly over to Burleson, and that one's just inside. Beautifully placed by Ainsley Burleson for her 4th kill of the game. 6 assists by Gracie Kelly. And with that, Steve Keaton going to call his first timeout of the first set with his team trailing by 5. But that will take a break here as well on the X Sports Network.
I'm Mike Keith. Let Elliott Johnson Insurance find the auto owner's policy that makes a difference in your life. Call Elliott Johnson Insurance at one of their 3 locations, Florence, Loretto, and Lawrenceburg. Elliott Johnson Insurance, moving forward for our clients every day.
Introducing Cloud9 Fiber to Lawrenceburg. We take great pride in being the only locally owned and operated internet company within Lawrenceburg and Lawrence County. We're now offering up to gigabit services with plans starting at $50 per month. Surf the internet with blazing fast speeds and reliability, all while keeping...
Yeah, back here at the Nets, Summertown on a bit of a run here. 5-0, they lead 16-11 here in the first set. Mackenzie Reynolds, left-hander, serve over. Gigi Wallace digs out. Sadie Grace Cole over to Cortland Rose for the kill. And that one's just inside. Great job by Cortland Rose, finding the soft spot in the defense and putting that away for her 3rd kill of the game. They stop that 5-0 Lady Eagle run, and Rosa will go back and serve it up here for Lawrence County. The right-hander with the jump serve over the net. Dug out by Burleson. Schaefer now to Reynolds, who gets it over. Wallace. Cole setting up Kami Williams. Deflected over to Dimwitty. Kelly sends it over the net, and nobody makes a play on that one, so a kill for Gracie Kelly. Dimwitty going to pick up the assist on that, as Millie Emerson and Laura Gillum will come in for Brazier and Schaefer. Actually, that's Annalie Kelly that came in, not Gillum. Kelly will go back and serve it up. The right-hander over the net, dug up by Cole. Wallace over to Kami Williams, dug up by Annalie Kelly to Gracie Kelly. Now to Mia Dimwitty, blocked, sent over, and they're going to get an error called here, a double hit. So that's the 8th error of the game for Lawrence County. It leads out the 6 here for the Lady Eagles at 18-12 in the first set. Kelly to serve it up again. That one is in the net. Each team now at 8 errors in that first set. And Mary Beth Brown, who came in for Cami Garland, will now come back and serve it up. 18-13 is the Summertown lead here in the first set. Brown, the right-hander over the net. Dug out by Reynolds. Kelly setting up Millie Emerson, and that's over to Morgan. Brown and Cole trip into each other. That falls in. Lady Eagles now lead by 6 again at 19-13, and Dimwitty will go back and serve it up. Left-hander over the net, dug out by diving Wallace to Brown, over to Sadie Grace Cole. That one's blocked right back to Lawrence County. Gracie Kelly picking up the block as that one falls in. They lead at 20-13 here in the first set. Dimwitty to serve it up again, and actually Steve Keaton's going to call his second timeout of the first set with this team trailing by 7. That will take a break here as well on the X Sports Network.
A local law firm respected throughout the state. Generations of clients have turned to Boston, Holt, and Durham since 1948. We assist individuals and businesses with their legal needs, including real estate, property closings, personal injury, employment discrimination, and family law. Our clients get the personal attention and convenience of a hometown law firm with the resources and ability to handle any case. Come see us at Boston, Holt, and Durham.
Back here at the Nest, Summertown on a bit of a run here, leading at 20-13 in the first set over the rivals in Lawrence County. Mia Dimwitty to serve it up again, dug up by Wallace, can't handle it. So Dimwitty kid picks up the first ace for either side. And the Lady Eagles 4 points away from taking the first set here from the Nest. Dimwitty again, the left-hander over, dug up by Wallace. Brown to Cole, who gets it over the net, dug up by Dimwitty. Kelly setting up Emerson, and it's long. Break there for Lawrence County. As Sophie Cole, Michaela Kerr, Kinley Cheapwood will check in for Brown, Morgan, and Wallace. There are changes on the other side for the Lady Eagles. Kerr over the net, dug out by Brazier. Kelly, the setup Ainsley Burleson, and that one's down. Burleson with her 5th kill of the game, 7th assist from Gracie Kelly. 3 points away from taking this first set. Gracie Kelly to serve it up again here for the Lady Eagles. And Kelly, it's her serve over the net, dug out by Sophie, called too strong. Sadie Grace and Cami Williams save it, send it over to Brazier. Kelly now to Emerson, and that one's down. Millie Emerson with her first kill of the game, 8th assist now to Gracie Kelly. They lead at 23-14. Kelly over the net, dug out by Kerr. Sadie Grace Cole setting up, and they're going to call a double hit carry on Cole. 10th error by the Lady Cats. Now the Lady Eagles 1 point away from taking the first set here in this rivalry matchup. Kelly over the net, dug out by Kerr. Cole sends it over, dug out by a diving Brazier. Kelly over to Reynolds. Over the net, dug out by Kerr. Cole over to Cami Williams. Kelly digs it out to Brazier. And they're going to call a double hit there on Summertown. And the Lady Eagles trying to keep the first set alive, and Cami Williams will go back and serve it up. Williams, the right-hander, sends that one over. Dug out by Burleson to Kelly. Mia Dimwitty. Dug out by Sophie Cole to Sadie Grace, over to Cortland Rose. Over the net, dug out by Kelly. Sends it back to Lawrence County. Kerr. Cole to Kinley Cheapwood. And that one's down to Reynolds. Kelly sends it over. Dug out by Sophie Cole. Millie Emerson sets it back to Kelly. Now to Ainsley Burleson. Dug out by Williams. Cole setting up Rose. That one's deflected and over. So the 5th assist by Sadie Grace Cole, the 4th kill by Cortland Rose. Lawrence County has gotten back-to-back points, keeping the first set here alive. Williams over the net, dug out by Burleson. Kelly setting up Burleson, dug out by Cole. Over to Cole, now to Rose, and that one's going to fall in. Cortland Rose with back-to-back kills. The Lady Eagles have cut the lead to 7. 3-0 run here. And Williams to serve it up again. Actually a 4-0 run as that one's over. And that one hits the back line, and she couldn't have placed that one any better. Her first ace of the game, and with that, Andrea Kelly calls her first time out of the first set. We'll take a break with her here on the X Sports Network.
Are you looking for a job where you can easily balance work and home life? By becoming a local driver with Southeast Carriers, we can guarantee multiple benefits and a base pay starting at $17 per hour, along with a work-life balance so you can spend equal time on the road as with family. We also provide the latest updated equipment and technology to make your job as easy as possible. Southeast Carriers isn't just a company, it's a family, and we would love for you to be a part of it. For more information, visit our website at southeastcarriers.com or check us out on Instagram and Facebook.
Back here at the Nest, Lawrence County has gone on a 5-0 run. They've cut the Summertown lead to 6, but the Lady Eagles 1 point away from taking the first set. Williams' serve is dug out by Burleson to Kelly, back to Burleson, dug out by Rose. Cole, back to Rose. Just a bit wide, and that will end the first set. Lady Eagles take this one 25-18. When we return, it'll be time for the second set here from the Nest. It's coming up next here on the X Sports Network.
Whether it's popcorn, biscuits, or automotive, you need the right ingredients to achieve the best results. Heritage Automotive is proud to serve our community with a continually growing inventory. We also help our community grow by contributing to a vibrant economy, which helps build schools. I'm Keith Durham, and I'm the General Manager here at Heritage Automotive, and it's my job to make sure that you're 100% satisfied. Heritage Automotive, your hometown Chevy, Buick, and GMC dealer.
Arctic Air keeps your home or business comfortable. For more than 20 years, we've provided outstanding residential and commercial services through Southern Middle Tennessee. Whether you need assistance with your heat, air conditioning, preventive maintenance, or anything in between, Trust our reliable team to get the job done. We'll take the time to figure out your specific.
After an exciting first set taken by Summertown, 25-18, we return and both teams are ready for the second set. Only needed a minute of 10 seconds instead of the full 3 minutes in between the sets here. The original starting lineup out for each side. You have Burleson, Reynolds, Schaefer, Dimwitty, Kelly, and Emerson. And she'll be replaced by Brazier quickly on the other side for Lawrence County. Sadie Grayson, Sophie Cole, Cortland Rose, Cheapwood, Williams, and Kerr for the Lady Cats. Emerson comes out and Brazier comes in. Lawrence County will serve it up here to start the second set. Great crowd here at the Nest, as to be expected between these two Lawrence County rivals. Showing up here between two, not only of the best volleyball teams in southern middle Tennessee, but really two of the best teams within the state. Summertown ranked number 1 in Class 1A, and Lawrence County, as his last check, was the number 1 team in Class 2A. So Camry Williams going to serve it up to start things up for Lawrence County. That one's dug out by Brazier to Kelly, over to Ainsley Burleson, and that one falls in. Burleson's 6th kill of the game. It's the 9th assist from Gracie Kelly. And Burleson will go back and serve it up here for the Lady Eagles. Leading 1-0 here in the second set. That one is over. And on the back line. It looked good, and it falls in for the ace. And Summertown leads it 2-0. The Lawrence County faithful don't agree with that, but it looked like it hit the back line as Burleson's serve is dug out by Williams. And we'll say Sadie Grace Cole was in the net, so that's a error and a point that goes over to Summertown. It leads it 3-0 here in the second set. Burleson's serve is over, and that was deflected off the hands of Kinley Cheapwood and away. That's another ace from Burleson. They lead it 4-0 here in the second set. Burleson to serve it up again, dug out by Williams. Sophie Cole now over to Cortland Rose, who gets it over the net, dug out by Brazier. Kelly, Gabby Jo Schaefer, dug out by Williams. Cole, now to Cortland Rose, fading away, dug out by Burleson. Kelly sends over, dug out by Williams. Cole, setting up Kinley Cheapwood, dug out by Burleson. Brazier now to Dimwitty, who gets it over the net. Dug out by Williams to Cole, and that one falls in. So Cami Williams is going to pick up a assist. Sadie Grace Cole, her first kill, as Cami Garland will come in for Sophie Cole. Lawrence County got their first point of the second set as they cut the lead to 4-1. Sadie Grace Cole to serve it up, the right-hander over the net, dug out by Burleson. Kelly setting up Abby Jo Schaefer. That one's long. So after a 4-0 Summertown run, back-to-back points here for the Lady Cats to cut the lead to 4-2. Cole to serve it up here for the Lady Cats. A right-hander over the net, dug out by Burleson. Kelly setting up Schaefer. That one's in. 10th assist by Gracie Kelly. For Schaefer, that's her 4th kill. It's a 5-2 Lady Eagle lead as Mackenzie Reynolds will go back and serve it up. Reynolds, the left-hander, gets her serve over the net, dug out by Courage Strong. It's sent over to Summertown. Dimwitty to Kelly, now to Schaefer. Dug out by Cole. Cheapwood, now to Cortland Rose over the net, dug out by Dimwitty. Kelly setting up Dimwitty, blocked. Cole, now to Cheapwood, dug out by Reynolds. Kelly, dug out by Rose. Colson's over, dug out by Burleson. Kelly, now to Schaefer. And that one can't get over the net. Lawrence County wins that exchange, and now we're going to have some subs as Peyton Morgan and Gigi Wallace will come in for Michaela Kerr and Kinley Cheapwood, and Wallace will go back and serve it up. Same rotation the Lady Cats have done for pretty much the whole season, including their scrimmages. Wallace, the right-hander over the net, dug up by Reynolds. Kelly, now to Dimwitty, dug up by Rose, and that one's going to go away. The dig was a little too strong, so Kelly picks up her 11th assist. Dimwitty, her 2nd kill. And the Lady Eagles have doubled up the Lady Cats at 63, and Schaefer will go back and serve it up. And that one will go in the net. Brazier will come in for Schaefer. Also into the game for Summertown's Millie Emerson. And Cortland Rose will serve it up here for the Lady Cats, trailing by 2. 6-4 here in the second set. Lady Eagles took the first set, 25-18. Rose's serve is dug up by a diving Burleson to Reynolds to Dimwitty over the net. Dug up by Wallace to Cole to Morgan, and that one falls in. First kill of the game for Peyton Morgan. 7th assist from Sadie Grace Cole. It's a 6-5 Summertown lead. Rose, right-handed jump serve, dug up by Reynolds. Kelly, now to Dimwitty. And that one's dug up by Rose, deflected by Cole over to Wallace, who gets over the net. Burleson to Kelly, now to Emerson. That one's long. So Lawrence County wins that exchange. It's the 14th error against Summertown, and we're tied up at 6. Rose is serving up again here for the Lady Cats. The right-hander with the jump serve, and dug out by Burleson. Brazier to Emerson over the net, dug up by Wallace. Cole sends it to Morgan, dug up by diving Brazier to Kelly, dug up by Morgan. Back to Summertown. It's Emerson to Kelly. Now to Burleson, and that one can't be handled. Ainsley Burleson picks up her 7th kill. She is deadly with those kills in the middle. As Garland will check out, Brown will check in for Lawrence County, and Dimwitty will serve it up here for the Lady Eagles. Left-hander over the net, dug up by Wallace. Brown, now to Morgan, dug up by Burleson. Kelly, back to Burleson, dug out by Rose. Morgan, over, dug up by diving Brazier, but they're going to call a carry on Burleson. Great effort on the other side by Emily Brazier. The Lady Cats going to tie it up at 7. Mary Beth Brown will serve it up here for Lawrence County. The right-hander over the net, dug out by Brazier. Kelly, now to Burleson. That one falls in. Good job by Ainsley Burleson, her 8th kill. 13th assist by Gracie Kelly. And Kelly will go back and serve it up. Kelly, the right-hander over the net, dug up by Wallace. Brown over to Morgan, and that one is blocked back and deflected wide. As Cole, Kerr, and Cheatwood will check in for Lawrence County. Morgan, Brown, and Wallace will check out. Kerr will serve it up here for the Lady Cats. And her serve is in. Say it hit the back line, and Kerr will get her first ace. And Lawrence County will take their first lead of the second set at 9-8. Right-hander over the net, dug out by Burleson. Kelly, now to Brazier, gets it over, dug out by Kerr. Cole to Cammie Williams, blocked and sent back by Reynolds. Lawrence County gets it back over. Kelly, now to Reynolds, dug out by Kerr. Cole sends it over, and they're going to call a carry on Cole. And the game's tied up at 9. Brazier to serve it up here for the Lady Eagles. That's over the net, dug out by Cole. Over to Cole. Now to Kinley Cheatwood, dug out by Brazier. Burleson, now to Abby Jo Schaefer. That's long. 16th error against the Lady Eagles, and Lawrence County retakes the lead at 10-9. And Williams will go back and serve it up for the Lady Cats. No subs for either side after that point. Williams, a right-hander. Over the net, dug up by Dimwitty to Reynolds, to Schaefer. Blocked down and in for Sadie Grace Cole. First block of the game for Lawrence County. And head coach Andrea Kelly for Summertown has seen enough of their team trailing by 2. She calls her first timeout of the second half, and we'll take that with her as well here on the X Sports Network.
Got a dent, a ding, a scratch, or a bent fender, major or minor, Car Country Collision Center in Leoma can fix you up.
ArcAir keeps your home or business comfortable. For more than 20 years, we've provided outstanding residential and commercial services through southern Middle Tennessee. Whether you need assistance with your heat, air conditioning, preventive maintenance, or anything in between, trust our reliable team to get the job done. We'll take the time to figure out your specific needs and recommend what we believe is right and best for your situation.
2567 Highway 43 South in Leoma.
Employee Resources Credit Union is an easy solution to banking, offering a personal, simple, yet modern way to bank. When you bank with ERCU, you are a shareholder.
Back here at the Nest, Lawrence County on a run here as they have taken an 11-9 lead here in the second set. Summertown just burned its first timeout of that set. Kami Williams to serve it up here for the Lady Cats. That's over, dug up by Brazier. Burleson gets it back in, over to Brazier, and just a bit long. 17 errors now by the Lady Cats. Lawrence County with their largest lead of the game at 3 here at 12-9 in the second set. Summertown took the first set 25-18. Williams' serve is dug out by Burleson. Brazier. Now to Reynolds over the net. Dug out by Kerr. Cole over to Cortland Rose. Dug out by Dimwitty to Brazier. Back to Burleson over the net. And wide. Lady Cats now lead by 4 at 13-9 here in the second set. Williams with the hot hand to serve it up again for the Lady Cats. It's over the net, dug out by Brazier to Kelly. Now to Abby Jo Schaefer, dug out by Kerr. Cole to Cheapwood, dug out by Dimwitty. Schaefer over, dug up by Williams to Cole. Now to Cheapwood, dug up by Kelly. Reynolds over, dug up by Williams. Cole, now to Rose. Blocked and in. Great job by Mackenzie Reynolds. Her second block falls in, and they have stopped the Lawrence County lead, and Burleson will go back to serve it up with their team trailing by 3. That one just over the net, dug up by Williams. Cheapwood, now over to Rose. Dug up by Burleson. Kelly, now to Dimwitty. Dug up by Kerr. Cole, setting up Rose. Blocked back by Schaefer. Cheapwood sends it over, dug up by Brazier. Kelly sends it over, dug up by Kerr. Cole sends it over, dug up by diving Burleson. Dimwitty, Brazier saves it. Now to Kerr. Cole, the Cheapwood. Blocked by Schaefer, save. Sophie Cole over the net, dug up by Burleson. Kelly, now to Schaefer. Falls in. What an exchange by both sides. Schaefer with her 5th kill. She picked up a pair of blocks in that exchange as well. Lady Eagles with back-to-back points to cut the lead to 2. Serve is over the net, dug up by Williams. Cole gets over the net, dug up by Brazier. Kelly, now to Dimwitty. Blocked down by Cole, sent over by Kelly. Diving save by Kerr to Cole. Now to Rose. That one's dug up by Reynolds to Kelly. To Dimwitty, blocked by Cole. Schaefer, now to Kelly, over to Reynolds. And blocked by Rose. Now that one's over. Williams, Cole, Rose, dug out by Brazier. Kelly, dug out by Cole. Williams sends it back to Summertown. It's Schaefer. Kelly, back to Schaefer. Dug up by Williams. Cole sends it over, dug out by Brazier. Kelly, now to Schaefer. Dug out by Cole. Rose. Kerr over the net. Dug out by Burleson. Kelly to Schaefer. Dug out by Kerr. Cole. Rose over the net. Dug out by Dimwitty. Kelly saves it. Schaefer over the net. It's Kerr. Cole over to Rose. And long. Great exchange won once again there by Summertown to cut the lead to 2. And Burleson to serve it up again. The right-hander over the net, dug out by Sophie Cole to Sadie Grace. Cheapwood with the kill, blocked by Schaefer, but it stays on Summertown side. Kelly sends over, dug up by Sophie Cole to Sadie Grace. Rose, and down. Cortland Rose with a big thunderous kill, her 6th of the game. That's the 8th assist by Sadie Grace Cole. Cami Garland going to come in for Sophie Cole. And Sadie Grace going back to serve it up with her team leading by 2, 14-12 here in the second set. The right-hander serve is over, dug out by Reynolds. Kelly, now to Ainsley Burleson, and long. 19 errors now by the Lady Eagles. We have 14 on the other side for Lawrence County, who leads at 15-12 here in the second set. Cole, over the net, dug out by Burleson. To Kelly, over to Dimwitty. Blocked down by Cheapwood to Schaefer. Kelly back to Schaefer, dug out by Garland. Rose, Cole over the net, dug out by Burleson. It's Kelly to Schaefer, blocked by Cheapwood and back to Brazier. Now to Kelly, over to Reynolds. And that one falls in. What a great job by Mackenzie Reynolds, finding the soft spot in the defense. Summertown though trailing by 2, has gotten the best of some of these back and forth exchanges. 15-13, the Lawrence County lead. Reynolds, left-hander, serves up, dug up by Kerr. Rose, now over to Sadie Grace Cole over the net, dug out by Brazier. Kelly setting up Schaefer, and down. 6th kill of the game from Abby Jo Schaefer. Gracie Kelly picks up her 16th assist. It's a 1-point Lady Cat lead. Great action here at the Nest tonight. These two rivals and two of the better teams in the state of Tennessee putting on a show. Reynolds, the left-hander over the net, dug out by Kerr. Goes a bit wide. Cheatwood saves it, but not too much. A little bit too much on that one. Reynolds will pick up the ace, her first of the game, and we're tied up at 15. Reynolds, a left-hander over the net, dug out by Kerr. Cole, now to Cortland Rose, dug out by Burleson. Kelly to Schaefer, dug out by diving Kerr. To Cole, over to Rose, blocked down by Schaefer, dug out by Kerr. Cole now over to Rose, Reynolds sends it back, dug out by Kerr. Cole saves it, now to Cheatwood, over the net, dug out by Burleson. Kelly setting up Dimwitty, dug out by Kerr. Cole sends it over, and they're going to call it carry on Cole. That would have fell in. What they call Cole for the two-handed. And Summertown retakes the lead at 16-15 here in the second set. Reynolds, left-handed serve, dug up by Williams. Cole setting up Rose, and that one is in. It was deflected and in. So it's the 9th assist from Sadie Grace Cole, 7th kill by Cortland Rose. As Morgan and Wallace now in for Kerr and Cheatwood. No subs on the other side for Summertown. The game tied at 16 here in the second set. Summertown lead at 1-0. Wallace now to serve it up. It's over. Dug up by Reynolds. Kelly now to Schaefer. And it falls in. Kelly with assist number 17. Schaefer with her 7th kill. As Brazier and Schaefer will check out, Gillum and Emerson will come in for Summertown. Lady Eagles lead by 1, 17-16. Gillum to serve it up. It's over, dug up by Wallace. Cole, now to Morgan, and it's long. 2-point Lady Eagle advantage. Gillum to serve it up again, the 16th error there by the Lady Cats. Serve dug up by Williams. Cole setting up Rose, dug out by Gillum. It's Kelly over to Dimwitty, dug up by a diving Rose. Cole to Wallace, over the net, dug up by Burleson. Kelly back to Burleson, dug up by Williams. Cole to Rose, dug up by Burleson. Kelly, over to Dimwitty, dug up by a diving Wallsman into the second row. So Dimwitty picks up her 3rd kill. Kelly with assist number 18. 3-point Lady Eagle lead in 1916. And Steve Keaton calls his first time out here in the second set with his team trailing by 3. We'll take that break here as well on the X Sports Network.
Hey, this is Phil Hooper. Get the look you want for your favorite school, church, or business with apparel from HD Ink Screen Printing in Leoma, Tennessee. Got a logo you need embroidered or screen printed? Let HD Ink give you the professional look that sets the bar in today's world. We do fundraisers and custom designed apparel and so much more. Call today, 931-201-2961, or come see us at our new shop located at 26 Ingram Road in Leoma. Remember, HD Ink for the look you want and the look you deserve.
Flooring sets the tone throughout your home.
For flooring that makes the right first impression, start by choosing us, Floored by Justin.
A one-stop flooring destination. Our new location stands alone for unequaled customer service.
Back here at the Nez, the Lady Eagles have taken control of the second set, 19-16. Lawrence County just burned its first time out of the second set. Laura Gillum to serve it up again for the Lady Eagles, dug up by Wallace. Cole over to Peyton Morgan, and that one's in. Peyton Morgan with a big kill there, her 3rd of the game. 10th assist for Sadie Grace Cole. Cut the lead to 2 in 19-17 as Rose will go back and serve it up here for the Lady Cats. Great action between two of the best teams in the state of Tennessee. Rose's serve is dug up by Reynolds. Kelly sends over, dug up by Cole. Wallace now to Cammie Williams. And that one, a diving save by Reynolds, and they call Kelly for the carry. It's error number 20 against the Lady Eagles. It's a 1-point lead in 19-18. Rose to serve it up again. Rose over the net, and that's an ace. Corbin Rose, her first ace of the game, third by the team, falls in. The tied up at 19 here in the second set. Each team answering the other team, trading punches as Rose's serve is over. Dug out by Reynolds to Kelly, now to Burleson. Dug out by Wallace off her hands and back into the student section. So Burleson picks up kill number 9. It's assist number 19 for Kelly. Brown will come in for Garland. And Brazier is back in for Gillum. Dimwitty's serve is over. Dug up by Wallace. And Brown over to Morgan. Morgan gets the kill, her fourth of the game. It's the first assist from Mary Beth Brown. We're tied up at 20. And Brown will go back and serve it up. Brown, the right-hander. Her serve is over. Dug up by Brazier. Kelly. Now to Burleson. Blocked, but deflected wide, so Burleson gets another kill. And Kelly will go back and serve it up. Burleson now with 10 in the game, 20 assists now for Gracie Kelly. (21-20) is the Summertown lead. Kelly over the net, dug out by Wallace. Brown now to Sadie Grace Cole, and that one falls in. Second kill of the game for Cole. As Kerr, Sophie Cole, and Kinley Cheap will be coming for Brown, Morgan, and Wallace. The game tied at 21, and Kerr will go back and serve it up. Kerr, serve is over. Dug up by Burleson. Kelly going to set up Burleson. And it's just a bit long. Didn't miss that inline by much, and now Lawrence County is taking the lead, and Andrea Kelly going to call her second timeout here of the second set with her team trailing by 1. We'll take that break with her here on the X Sports Network.
Whether it's popcorn, biscuits, or automotive, you need the right ingredients to achieve the best results. Heritage Automotive is proud to serve our community with a continually growing inventory. We also help our community grow by contributing to a vibrant economy, which helps build schools. I'm Keith Durham, and I'm the General Manager here at Heritage Automotive, and it's my job to make sure that you're 100% satisfied. Heritage Automotive, your hometown Chevy, Buick, and GMC dealer.
Back here at the Nest, we got a thriller here in the second set. Lawrence County leads at 22-21. Summertown with a 1-0 advantage after taking the first 25-18. Michaela Kerr going to serve it up here with the Lady Cats. Team leading by 1. 3 points away from taking this second set, but you got to win by 2. Kerr's serve is over, dug up by Burleson. Kelly, back to Burleson. Blocked by Cheapwood, over to Reynolds. Kelly sends over, dug up by Rose. Cole, the Cheapwood, falls in. Kinley Cheapwood gets a block and a kill there. Cole with her 11th assist, and Lady Cats 2 points away from taking the second set. Kerr gets the whistle, the right-hander over the net. Dug up by Burleson. Kelly setting up Reynolds. Dug up by Kerr. Cole over to Cammie Williams over the net. Call it for a carry. Or a two-lane hit. Error number 17 against the Lady Cats as Schaefer will come in for Gillum. Brazier back to serve it up. Team trailing by 1. Brazier serve is dug up by Sophie Cole to Sadie Grace over to Cammie Williams. Blocked down by Burleson. Saved by Cammie Williams, and Kerr's going to get it over. Dug up by Brazier. Kelly to Schaefer. Dug up by Cole to Sadie Grace. And Rose over. Dug up by Burleson. Kelly back to Burleson. And down. Big kill from there from Ainsley Burleson. That's number 11. We're tied up at 23. Burleson also got a block in that exchange as well. Brazier over the net. Dug out by Kerr. Cole setting up Cammie Williams. Over, dug out by Dimwitty. To Kelly, to Burleson. Dug up by Williams. Cole. And Williams gets it over barely to Burleson, to Kelly, now to Schaefer. And that's deflected over to Williams. To Cole, back to Williams. Dug up by a diving Kelly. Schaefer, and they can't handle it. Diving bodies everywhere on that one. And Lawrence County now leads by 1, and the next point will win it for him. Williams over, dug up by Brazier. Burleson to Schaefer, dug up by Kerr. Cole over to Rose, blocked, back to Rose, to Cole to Rose, dug up by Kelly, now to Reynolds. Schaefer over, dug up by Rose. Cole over to Rose, dug out by Brazier. Kelly back to Schaefer, dug up by Rose. Cole to Cheapwood, and that's down. Lawrence County takes the second set, 25-23, in an absolute thriller here. Each tied up at a set apiece. We'll have the third set here. That will be coming up in a couple minutes here on the X Sports Network.
Are you looking for a job where you can easily balance work and home life? By becoming a local driver with Southeast Carriers, we can guarantee multiple benefits and a base pay starting at $17 per hour, along with a work-life balance so you can spend equal time on the road as with family. We also provide the latest updated equipment and technology to make your job as easy as possible. Southeast Carriers isn't just a company, it's a family, and we would love for you to be a part of it. For more information, visit our website at southeastcarriers.com or check us out on Instagram and Facebook. Are you looking for a non-factory job environment? Livingstone Freight Solutions is a 3PL company that began managing warehouses in Tennessee, Alabama, and Mississippi. With our multiple shifts and experienced management team, our goal is to give you, as an employee, a safe family work environment and competitive wages. We offer a wide variety of employment opportunities from forklift drivers to management level positions. We also strive to offer a competitive benefit package and PTO options. For more information or to apply, visit us at livingstonefs.com or give us a call at 931-269-3255.
Fred Webb, broker, United Country, Southern Tennessee Realty. Let me and my team serve you.
Tyler Webb, 731-438-2084.
Travis Caldwell, 629-3033.
On the web, 931-321-8226.
And back here at the Nest, Lawrence County in a thriller takes the second set, 25-23. We're all knotted up at a set apiece after Summertown took the first set, 25-18. Lawrence County has broke the huddle. They've sent out Williams, Kerr, Sophie and Sadie Grace Cole, Cortland Rose, and Kinley Cheapwood. Summertown, their head coach Andrea Kelly, giving a very impassioned speech over there to her team in the huddle. You get 3 minutes in between each set, and she's using every second of this to get her point across to her team there, who had a couple leads, especially late there in the game, and let the Lady Cats power back and take that set. These are two of the best teams in the state of Tennessee here, and you're seeing an absolute classic between the two as Schaefer, Burleson, Kelly, Reynolds, and Dimwitty, and Brazier will eventually check in here for Millie Emerson, and Summertown will serve it up here to start the third set. They're tied up at a set apiece. Great crowd here at the Nest tonight. As expected here, a lot of intensity from both sides. Loving the action here from both teams. The officials make sure that the starting lineups on the court are what they have on the sheets, and we're ready to play here in the third set. Emily Brazier to serve it up to start things off here for Summertown. And everybody's ready. The official blows the whistle and we're ready to go. Brazier, the right-hander. That serve is over the net, dug out by Kerr. Cole. Now to Cortland Rose. Dug out by Kelly. Reynolds over to Burleson. Dug out by Cole. To Kerr, over to Rose, and finds the back net. Finds the back line, So Rose picks up her 8th kill. See first assist for Michaela Kerr. Cammie Garland now checks in for Sophie Cole, and Sadie Grace Cole will go back and serve it up here for the Lady Cats. Cole's serve is over, dug out by Burleson. Kelly over the net, dug out by Garland. Back to Summertown. It's Reynolds to Kelly to Burleson. Dug out by Rose. Cole to Cheapwood. Dug out by Kelly but goes backwards. So Cheapwood picks up her 4th kill of the game. Cole with assist number 14. Cole, the right-hander. That's over. Dug out by Brazier. Kelly setting up Schaefer. Dug out by diving Kerr, but can't get much handle on it. It's assist number 22 for Kelly. Kill number 8 for Schaefer. And Burleson will go back and serve it up. Her team trailing 2-1 the third. That serve is dug out by Kerr to Williams. Over to Rose. He gets over the net. Dug out by Burleson to Kelly, now to Schaefer. Dug out by Rose. Cole back to Rose. Blocked down by Schaefer. Rose sends it back. Reynolds digs out. Kelly now to Burleson over the net. Dug out by Kerr. Cole over to Rose. Dug out by Burleson. Kelly to Schaefer, but long. Lawrence County leads at 3-1. Wallace and Morgan to check in for Kerr and Cheapwood. And Gigi Wallace will go back and serve it up for the Lady Cats, leading by 2 here in the third set. All knotted up at a set apiece. Wallace dribbles, the right-hander. Serve is up and over. Dug out by Burleson. Kelly now to Dimwitty. Blocked down. And that one is saved by Brazier. Burleson gets it over the net. Dug out by Wallace. Cole now to Morgan. Dug out by Dimwitty. Kelly now to Reynolds. Dug out by diving Williams. Cole now to Rose. And down. What a great job there by Lawrence County. Cole with assist number 15. Rose with kill number 8. Wallace over the net, dug out by Brazier. Kelly setting up Schaefer and long. Lawrence County leads at 5-1. Andrea Kelly going to use her first time out of the third set. With that, we'll take a break here as well on the X Sports Network.
Being raised in Tennessee, we believe in the importance of family and community. Creating a positive experience at our family-owned and operated business is one of the ways we share that belief.
Being in an accident can be extremely stressful. When it came time for my repairs, Mashburn's made it easy.
I am lucky to have a wonderful company in my community like Mashburn's Collision Center. It's reassuring to know that I'm in good hands because their work is second to none.
We pride ourselves that the Mashburn name is one of the most trusted.
Back here at the Nest, Lawrence County out to a 5-1 lead here in the third set, all tied up at a set apiece. Both teams back on the court. Gigi Wallace set to serve it up here for the Lady Cats. And the right-hander over the net, dug out by Brazier. Kelly setting up Burleson, who gets it over, and long. That is error number 24 against the Lady Eagles in this one. And Lawrence County leads it by 5, 6-1. Wallace over the net, dug out by Brazier. Kelly to Schaefer, and down. No one had a chance to stop that one. That's assist number 23 for Kelly. Schaefer picks up kill number 9. And the Lady Eagles stop the Lady Cat run. Mackenzie Reynolds will go back and serve it up here for Summertown. Trailing 6-2, the left-hander readies. That's over, dug out by Wallace. Cole setting up Rose for the kill, dug out by Reynolds. And saved by Burleson. Kelly gets it over the net, dug out by Wallace. Cole setting up Morgan, dug out by Burleson. Kelly now to Dimwitty, and down. Dinwiddie with kill number 4, assist number 24 for Gracie Kelly. That's a 6-3 Lawrence County lead, and Reynolds will prepare to serve it up again. Reynolds gets it over the net, dug out by Rose. To Cole, over to Peyton Morgan. Over the net, dug out by a diving Burleson to Reynolds. Brazier tries to get it over and can't. So Lawrence County stops that small Summertown run. They lead at 7-3. Northern Rose to serve it up now for the Lady Cats. The right-hander with the jump serve over. Dug out by Burleson. Kelly setting up Schaefer. Dug out by Cole. Wallace Now to Williams. Dug out by Reynolds. Kelly setting up Dimwitty. Dug out by Wallace. Cole. Now to Williams, and that one's long. 7-4 Lawrence County leads. Emerson and Gillum in for Schaefer and Brazier for Summertown. And you got Garland checking out. Brown checking in for the Lady Cats. Laura Gillum to serve it up here for Summertown. Right-hander over the net, dug out by Wallace. Brown sets up Morgan. Blocked by Emerson, but Emerson gets it. Gillum. Now to Dimwitty, dug out by Williams. Cole and Brown collide, so they call that a double hit. They're number 19 against the Lady Cats. 7-5 is their lead here. He's Gillum to serve it up again. Gillum over the net, dug out by Rose. Brown now over to Williams. Dug out by Burleson. Gillum tries to save it and can't. Williams with kill number 2. Brown with assist number 3. Lawrence County leads it by 3 again at 8-5. And Brown will now go back and serve it up here for Lawrence County. Brown, the right-hander, over the net. Dug out by Brazier. Kelly setting up Emerson. Down. Finding the soft spot in the defense. It's going to be hard to contain anyways. Emerson with their second kill. Assist number 25 for Gracie Kelly. It's a 8-6 Lawrence County lead again. Dimwitty to serve it up. It's over. Dug out by Wallace. Brown. Now to Morgan. Dug out by Brazier. Kelly setting up Burleson. Blocked down by Sadie Grace Colin in. Her 4th block of the game. And it's a 9-6 Lawrence County lead as Sophie Cole, Michaela Kerr, and Kinley Cheapwood to check in for Brown, Morgan, and Wallace. And Kerr will go back and serve it up with her team leading 9-6 here in the 3rd set. Kerr, the right-hander, over the net. Dug out by Dimwitty. Kelly over to Burleson. Dug out by Rose to Cole. Cheapwood blocked by Emerson. Emerson sends it back. Now it's Rose to Cheapwood over to Williams. That one falls on the net over to Summertown. It's Kelly to Reynolds. And Dimwitty over to Rose. Cole now to Williams. And down. So Cami Williams picks up kill number 3. It's assist number 17 for Sadie Grace Cole. Millie Emerson got a block in that exchange. And Kerr will serve it up again. Dug out by Brazier. Kelly now to Burleson. And that one's in. Ainsley Burleson kill number 12. Assist number 26 for Gracie Kelly. 10-7 is the Lawrence County advantage as Kelly will go back and serve it up for Summertown. Right-hander over the net. Dug out by Sophie Cole to Sadie Grace. Over to Michaela Kerr over the net. Dug out by Brazier. Kelly now to Burleson. Dug out by Rose. Cheapwood. And that one is a miscommunication there by Summertown. And that falls in. Lawrence County leads 11-7. Williams to serve it up for Lawrence County, leading by 4. Williams serve is over. Dug out by Burleson. Dimwitty. Now to Brazier. Brazier gets it over the net. Dug out by Kerr. Cole. Now to Kerr, gets it over the net, dug out by Burleson. Kelly, now to Burleson, dug out by Sophie Cole. Sadie Grace setting up Cortland Rose. And on the back line. Cortland Rose has hit that back line a couple times. It's kill number 10, assist number 18 for Sadie Grace Cole. Lawrence County leading it by 5, 12-7 here in the 3rd set. All knotted up at a set apiece. Cami Williams to serve it up again here for the Lady Cats, the right-hander. Over the net. Dug out by Burleson. Gracie Kelly setting up Burleson. Dug out by Williams. Cole to Rose. And that one's in on the back line. A late call there from the official. And Rose with kill number 11. Assist number 19 for Sadie Grace Cole. They lead it by 6, 13-7 here in the 3rd set. Williams, the right-hander, readies. It's over the net, dug out by Burleson. Kelly, back to Burleson. Dug out by Williams. That can't be handled. Good response there from Summertown. Burleson gets kill number 13. Abby Jo Schaefer in for Laura Gillum. Millie Emerson checks out, as Mackenzie Reynolds will check in. No subs on the other side. 13-8, Lawrence County lead. Brazier over to Kerr, and miscommunication there between Cheesewood and Cole, and Brazier's going to pick up her first ace. 13-9 is the lead. Brazier to serve it up again here for the Lady Eagles. The right-hander over the net, dug up by Kerr to Cole, over to Rose, and then Northern Rose on fire, her 12th kill. Assist number 20 from Sadie Grace Cole, as Cammie Garland will come in for Sophie Cole. And Sadie Grace will go back and serve it up. Team leading by 5. Cole over the net, dug out by Brazier. Kelly to Schaefer, dug out by Kerr. Too strong. Schaefer takes advantage of that one and slams it down with her 10th kill of the game. 4-point Lady Cav lead. For Summertown, it's Ainsley Burleson back to serve it up. Right-hander over the net, dug up by Williams. Cole setting up Cheapwood, blocked by Schaefer, back to Cheapwood. Rose sends it in the net. 6th block of the game from Abby Jo Schaefer. Error number 20 against the Lady Cats, and leads down to 3 at 14-11. Burleson to serve it up again. It's over, dug up by Kerr. Cole over to Rose, and that one falls in. Rose with her 13th kill is Peyton Morgan. Gigi Wallace will come in for Kerr and Cheapwood. Wallace will go back and serve it up. No subs on the other side for Summertown. Wallace over the net, dug out by Burleson. Kelly now to Burleson, over, dug out by diving Williams. And Garland gets it over. It's Schaefer, Brazier now to Kelly. Rose, Cole to Morgan. Dug out by Dimwitty. Kelly back to Dimwitty. Dug out by Williams. Schaefer down and in. Schaefer with her 11th kill of the game, and it's a 3-point Lady Cav lead. Mackenzie Reynolds now to serve it up. 15-12 here in the third set, all knotted up at a set apiece. Reynolds dug out by Williams. Cole to Morgan. Falls in. Peyton Morgan with kill number 6. Assist number 22 from Sadie Grace Cole. 16-12 is the Lady Cav lead. Rose readies. The right-hander with the jump serve over, dug out by Schaefer. Kelly now to Dimwitty. Dug out by Rose. Cole to Morgan. Dug out by Reynolds. Kelly over to Dimwitty. Falls in, finds the end line. Great job from Mia Dimwitty. Kill number 5. Gracie Kelly picks up assist number 28. Brazier checks out. Emerson checks in. Schaefer checks out. Gillum checks in. Garland and Brown will exchange here as Gillum will go back and serve it up. Team trailing by 3. Gillum serves it up, and that one falls in. Laura Gillum picks up her first ace. It's the team's 6th. 16-14, the Lady Cav lead. Gillum readies. That's over the net. Dug out by Rose. Brown to Williams. Falls in. Brown with her 4th assist. Williams with her 4th kill. And Lawrence County extends the lead back to 3, 17-14. Brown to serve it up here. No subs for either side. Brown, the right-hander, over the net. Dug out by Burleson. Kelly setting up Dimwitty. Dug out by Wallace. Cole saves it back to Summertown. Emerson, Kelly. And then Kelly finds it. Gracie Kelly with a great job recognizing the play, reading the defense, and getting the kill. So Emerson will pick up an assist there, and Kelly will get her 2nd kill. It's a 2-point Lady Cat advantage as Dimwitty will serve it up. Dug out by Wallace. Brown. And they call a carry there, or 2-hitter on Brown. It's a 1-point Lady Cat lead. 17-16. Dimwitty to serve it up. The left-hander over the net. Dug out by Rose. Morgan saves it back in play, and Wallace will get it over the net. It's Reynolds. Kelly. Now 2, and a miss hit there from both sides. It's going to be error number 25 as Sophie Cole, Michaela Kerr, Kinley Cheatwood in for Morgan Wallace and Brown. Team leading by 2. And Kerr will go back and serve it up. 2-point Lady Cav lead here in the third set. Kerr over the net, dug out by Brazier. It's Kelly to Burleson, blocked by Cheatwood. Emerson to Kelly, and a diving save there by Rose. Sophie Cole over the net. Dimwitty, Kelly, Burleson, dug out by Kerr, back over to Summertown. It's Dimwitty, Kelly, Burleson again, dug out by Cole to Sadie Grace, over to Cami Williams. Dug out by Burleson, Kelly sends it over, dug out by Cole. Cheatwood now to Cole, dug out by Brazier, Kelly, Burleson, and falls in. 14th kill from Ainsley Burleson, 29th assist from Gracie Kelly. Kelly to serve it up, team trailing by 1. It's over. Dug out by Sophie Cole to Sadie Grace. To Kinley Cheatwood. Dug out by Dimwitty. Kelly over to Burleson. Dug out by Kerr. Cole to Williams. And just a bit wide. So we are tied up at 18 here in the third set. And now Steve Keeton will call a timeout with the game tied up at 18. And we'll take that break with him here on the X Sports Network.
Like you, our roots are in Lawrence County, providing banking for every stage of life since 1934. Lawrenceburg Federal Bank has been not just your bank, but also your friend, helping you with home loans, consumer and auto loans, and your everyday personal banking needs. Lawrenceburg Federal offers you a warm smile and personal experience, as well as the conveniences of modern-day online banking, mobile banking, and telebanking. Lawrenceburg Federal Bank, your neighbor and friend, located at 118 West Gain Street next to the courthouse.
Back here at the Nest, we're all tied up at 18 here in the third set. We're also tied up at a set apiece. Pivotal next few points here for both sides. As Gracie Kelly back to serve it up here for Summertown. Kelly, the right-hander over the net, dug out by a diving Kerr. Rose. The Cheatwood over the net, dug out by Brazier. Kelly setting up Burleson. Falls in. Summertown retakes the lead on a big run. Kelly with now 30 assists and 15 kills for Ainsley Burleson. Kelly to serve it up now with her team leading by 1. The right-hander over the net, dug out by Sophie Cole. Too strong, and Burleson sends it in. Her 16th kill. Now the Lady Eagles lead by 2. Kelly over the net, dug out by Sophie Cole to Sadie Grace, over to Kinley Cheatwood, and in. So Cheatwood picks up kill number 6. It's assist number 23 for Sadie Grace Cole, and Cami Williams back to serve it up. Team trailing 20-19 here in the third. Williams ready, it's the right-hander over the net. Dug out by Burleson. Kelly back to Burleson. Dug out by Williams. Back, whoa, is on the net. Cheatwood now to Rose. Dug out by diving Brazier. Kelly setting up Burleson. Deflected down and in. Kill number 17 for Ainsley Burleson. Assist number 31 for Gracie Kelly. And Brazier ready to serve it up. Leading by 2. Kerr. Sophie Cole now to Kinley Cheatwood over the net. Dug out by Schaefer. Kelly now back to Schaefer and down. Schaefer with kill number 12. They lead by 3 points away from taking the third set. 22-19. Now Steve Keaton will call his second and final timeout of the third set. We'll take that break with him here on the X Sports Network.
It's time for some straight talk about zero-turn mowers. Husqvarna's zero-turn performance mowers with rugged commercial drive give you high performance and a comfortable ride. Heavy-duty frame and chassis and commercial hydraulics take no punishment. With warranties now up to 5 years and low financing options, there's no competition. For a straight-up deal on the best in professional zero-turn mowers, go straight to your Husqvarna dealer.
Back here at the nets, the Lady Eagles leading at 22-19 here in the third set. All tied up at a set apiece here. Next few points very pivotal here. 22-19. Emily Brazier back to serve it up for the Lady Eagles. Right-hander over the net. And just a bit long. Didn't miss that one by much, and Lawrence County catches a break. Sophie Cole checks out. Camby Garland checks in for the Lady Cats, and Sadie Grace Cole to serve it up. Cole, the right-hander over the net. Dug out by Brazier. Kelly. Now over to Schaefer. Blocked down and in from Kinley Cheapwood. Her fifth block. And it's a 1-point Lady Eagle lead. Can cut the tension with a knife in this place. Cole over the net, dug out by Burleson. Brazier, now to Kelly. Over the net to Lawrence County, dug out by Kerr. Cole, setting up Rose. Dug out by Burleson. Kelly, back to Burleson. Dug out by diving Cole, but it falls in. Burleson with kill number 18. She'll go back and serve it up. 2 points away from taking the third set, leading 23-21. That one's over, dug out by Kerr. Cole, over to Rose. And that one doesn't get over the net. Lady Eagles now 1 point away. That was error number 23 against the Lady Cats. 24-21, the Lady Eagles lead. Burleson over, dug out by Kerr. Cole setting up Rose. Dug out by Burleson. Kelly. Now to Schaefer. And that doesn't get over the net. So Morgan and Wallace will now check in for Kerr and Cheapwood, and Andrea Kelly will call her second timeout here of the third set. We'll take that break with her here on the X Sports Network.
McMaster's Home Gallery, where you'll always get a special price every day. Shop their new showroom full of name brand furniture, sofas, recliners, dining and bedroom suites, Serta bedding, lots of tables and chairs just to match your decor. McMaster's Home Gallery also has GE appliances. Stop by on Highway 43 in Loretto or call 853-6140.
Back here at the Nest, 24-22 is the Summertown advantage here in the third set. Lady Eagles took the first set 25-18. The Lady Cats of Lawrence County took the second set 25-23. We got another thriller here in the third. Kerr Cheapwood out, Wallace Morgan in for the Lady Cats, and Wallace will go back and serve it up here for Lawrence County. Wallace gets the whistle and readies. Right-hander over the net, dug out by Brazier. Kelly, now to Dimwitty, dug out by Wallace. Cole to Morgan, blocked by Schaefer, dug out by Cole, back to Morgan, and that one goes long. So the Lady Eagles take the third set 25-22. They lead it 2-1 when we return here for the fourth set. The Lady Eagles look to end it. Lawrence County looks to extend it. That comes up next here on the X Sports Network.
Make 2022 the year to refresh your home. And who you gonna call to help? Story and Lee, the Tennessee Valley's largest furniture store. We've stocked our 3 acres of showroom and warehouses full of inventory. And gotta make room for more arriving daily. Living rooms, dining rooms, bedrooms, all from the brands you've told us you love. And it's all ready to be delivered to your home absolutely free. Just try that anywhere else. We are Story and Lee.
Are you looking for a job where you can easily balance work and home life? By becoming a local driver with Southeast Carriers, we can guarantee multiple benefits and a base pay starting at $17 per hour, along with a work-life balance so you can spend equal time on the road as with family. We also provide the latest updated equipment and technology to make your job as easy as possible. Southeast Carriers isn't just a company, it's a family, and we would love for you to be a part of it. For more information, visit our website at southeastcarriers.com or check us out on Instagram and Facebook.
Introducing Cloud9 Fiber to Lawrenceburg. We take great pride in being the only locally owned and operated internet company within Lawrenceburg and Lawrence County. We're now offering up to gigabit services with plans starting at $50 per month. Surf the internet with blazing fast speeds and reliability, all while keeping your investment within Lawrence County. For more information, visit cloud9fiber.com to request for us to build.
Back here at the Nest after a thrilling third set taken by Summertown 25-22. The Lady Eagles lead their rivals in the Lady Cats 2-1 as we get ready here for the fourth set. Lawrence County will be serving up in the lineup. You have Sophie and Sadie Grace Cole, Kinley Cheapwood, Cortland Rose, Michaela Kerr, and Cammie Williams. On the other side for Summertown, Mackenzie Reynolds, Abby Jo Schaefer, Emily Brazier, Ainsley Burleson, Gracie Kelly, and Mia Dimwitty. Officials checking the lineups for both sides. Great action here between both of these teams, two of the better teams in the state of Tennessee. Had some great action here so far. Cammie Williams will start things off here for the Lady Cats. They trail it 2-1. A lot of back and forth action here so far in the first three sets. Williams, right-hander over the net, dug out by Brazier. Gracie Kelly, over to Abby Jo Schaefer, blocked by Kinley Cheapwood. That one falls in. Cheapwood will block number 6, and Lawrence County gets the first point of the fourth set. They're trying to send this to a fifth and deciding fifth set. That one's over the net, dug out by Brazier. Kelly, now to Schaefer. Falls in. Schaefer takes a little bit off of it. Kill number 13, and that's assist number 34 for Gracie Kelly. Burleson serving up, dug out by Kerr. Cole, now to Cortland Rose. Blocked down, and Cheapwood. And I'm going to say that was a carry there from Cheapwood. Reynolds getting credit for the block. That's her third of the game. It's a 2-1 Lady Eagle lead. Burleson serves it up, dug out by Kerr. Cole, now to Cheapwood. Kelly saves that one. Now to Reynolds, over to Dimwitty. Dug out by Williams. Sophie Cole now over to Cortland Rose over the net, dug out by Burleson. Kelly to Schaefer and down. Not much is going to stop that one. It's kill number 14, assist number 35 for Kelly. It's a 3-1 Lady Eagle lead. Burleson prepares. Right-hander over the net. Dug out by diving Cole, but she can't handle it. Burleson with her third ace of the game, 7th for the team. It's a 4-1 Summertown lead. Burleson again over the net, dug out by Williams. Cole. Back to Williams over the net, dug out by Brazier. Kelly. Now to Dimwitty. Dug out by Kerr, back to the net. Schaefer sends it down, can't be handled. They run into the wall over there, and Schaefer picks up her 15th kill. It's a 5-1 Summertown lead here in the fourth set. Burleson over the net, dug out by Kerr. Cole setting up Rose. Just misses long. Now Steve Keaton has seen enough. He calls his first time out here of the fourth set. We'll take that break with him here on the X Sports Network.
Are you looking for a non-factory job environment? Livingstone Freight Solutions is a 3PL company that began managing warehouses in Tennessee, Alabama, and Mississippi. With our multiple shifts and experienced management team, our goal is to give you, as an employee, a safe family work environment and competitive wages. We offer a wide variety of employment opportunities from forklift drivers to management level positions. We also strive to offer a competitive benefit package and PTO options. For more information or to apply, visit us at livingstonefs.com or give us a call at 931-269-3255.
Back here at the Nest, Steve Keaton for Lawrence County uses his first time out of the fourth set with his team trailing 6-1. Summertown with a 2-1 advantage. Burleson will now go back and serve it up here for the Lady Cats. And Burleson to serve over the net, dug out by Kerr. Sadie Grace Cole now to Kinley Cheapwood, dug out by Burleson. Kelly now back to Burleson and in the net. Error number 28 here against the Lady Eagles. As Cammie Garland will come in for Sophie Cole. No subs on the other side for Summertown. Sadie Grace Cole to serve it up. That's over the net, dug up by Reynolds. Kelly. Now to Dimwitty over the net and wide. 6-3 is the Summertown lead here in the fourth set. Sadie Grace Cole, the right-hander over the net. Dug out by Burleson. Kelly. Now to Schaefer. And that falls in. Off the top of the net and falls in. So Schaefer with kill number 16. Kelly, assist number 36, I believe. Yes. Reynolds, a left-hander, prepares. Team leading by 4. Left-hander over. Dug out by Williams. Cole setting up Rose. Blocked by Schaefer. Kerr sends it back. It's now Reynolds. To Kelly, to Schaefer. Dug out by Garland. Williams. Rose over the net. Reynolds. Kelly setting up Schaefer. Dug out by Kerr. Cole. To Rose, dug out by Burleson. Kelly. Now back to Burleson, dug out by Cole. Sheepwood to Rose. Dug out by Burleson. Brazier to Dimwitty. Dug out by Kerr. Cole to Sheepwood. Blocked by Schaefer. Kerr can't get it over. 8-3, Lady Eagles, lead it. Here in the fourth set. Dimwitty, the left-hander, over the net, dug out by Kerr. Now to Williams. Rose over, dug out by Reynolds. Kelly over to Dimwitty. Dug out by Kerr. Cole to Rose. Blocked at the net. And Sheepwood sends it over. Burleson, Kelly, now to Schaefer. Dug out by Cole. Williams. And that one can't be handled. 9-6 is the Lady Eagle lead. Gracie Kelly got her second block of the game in that exchange. Reynolds over, dug out by Kerr. Cole to Rose, dug out by Dimwitty. Kelly to Schaefer, dug out by Cole. Kerr over to Rose, dug out by Reynolds. Kelly now to Dimwitty and long. Error number 30 against the Lady Eagles. It's a 9-4 lead. As Morgan and Wallace will come in for Cheapwood and Kerr. No subs on the other side for Summertown. Wallace now to serve it up here for the Lady Cats. And the right-hander over, dug up by Burleson. Kelly now to Schaefer. Blocked but wide. Schaefer with kill number 17. Kelly picking up assist number 37. Brazier and Schaefer will check out. Gillum and Emerson will come in now for the Lady Eagles. 10-4, Summertown leads here in the fourth set. Gillum over the net, dug up by Williams. Cole over to Morgan. Dug out by Reynolds. Burleson saves it back in. Kelly over the net. Cole. Wallace over to Rose and in the net. Error number 28 against the Lady Cats. And Steve Keaton will call his second and final timeout here in the fourth set with his team trailing by 7. We'll take that break with him here on the X Sports Network.
Are you looking for a job where you can easily balance work and home life? By becoming a local driver with Southeast Carriers, we can guarantee multiple benefits and a base pay starting at $17 per hour, along with a work-life balance so you can spend equal time on the road as with family. We also provide the latest updated equipment and technology to make your job as easy as possible. Southeast Carriers isn't just a company, it's a family, and we would love for you to be a part of it. For more information, visit our website at southeastcarriers.com or check us out on Instagram and Facebook.
Back here at the Nest, Steve Keaton uses his second and final timeout of the fourth set. This team trailing 11-4 here in the fourth. Summertown leading the match 2-1. Lori Gilton to serve it up again here for the Lady Eagles. It's over. Dug out by Cammie Williams. Gigi Wallace sends it back into play. Morgan over the net. Gillen. Kelly. Emerson. Dug out by Sadie Grace Cole. Wallace. Now to Cammie Williams over the net. Burleson. Kelly. Dimwitty. Dug out by Wallace. Back to Dimwitty. Dug out by Williams. Cole. Over to Rose. Dug out by Reynolds. Kelly. Emerson over, dug up by Cole. Wallace over to Rose. Dug out by Burleson. Kelly back to Burleson, dug out by Wallace. Cole to Morgan. And Emerson sends it back to Burleson. Gillum can't get it over the net. Morgan gets her 7th kill. Now 24 assists for Sadie Grace Cole. 11-6 is the Lady Eagle advantage. Corlin Rose is serve it up again for Lawrence County. The right-hander can't get it over the net. Error number 29 against Lawrence County here is Mary Beth Brown will come in for Cammie Garland. Mia Dimwitty to serve it up with her team leading by 7. The left-hander readies. It's over the net. Dug out by Rose to Brown to Morgan. Falls in. Deflected and down, so Brown gets assist number 5. Morgan gets kill number 8. Brown will go back and serve it up. No subs on either side. Brown, the right-hander over the net, dug out by Reynolds and goes wide. So an ace there for Brown, her first of the game. Team's 4th. And back-to-back points has cut the lead to 5. Brown readies. It's over the net, dug out by Brazier. Kelly, now to Burleson, dug out by Rose. Back to Summertown, Emerson to Kelly, back to Emerson and down. Good connection there. Millie Emerson from Gracie Kelly, her 3rd kill. Kelly's 38th assist. 13-7's the lead, and Kelly will go back and serve it up. Right-hander over the net, dug out by Rose. Brown setting up Sadie Grace Cole, dug out by Brazier to Burleson, now to Kelly over the net. And that one's off the fingertips of Peyton Morgan and down, so Gracie Kelly picks up her 3rd kill. She'll go back and serve it up again. Team leading by 7. Over the net, dug out by Rose. Brown, now to Sadie Grace Cole over the net, dug out by Burleson. Kelly, over to Reynolds. And Wallace can't handle it. Reynolds will pick up kill number 2. Assist number 39 for Gracie Kelly, and the team leads 15-7. Kelly readies, right-hander over the net, dug out by Rose. Brown to Williams. And that one's going to fall in. 5th kill by Cammie Williams. Sophie Cole, Michaela Kerr, and McKinley Chiba back in the game for Brown, Morgan, and Wallace. And Kerr will serve it up, trailing by 7. Kerr readies, right-hander over the net, dug out by Dimwitty. Kelly, now to Reynolds, dug out by Williams. Cole, back to Williams. And that's going to fall in. 6th kill by Williams. Assist number 25 from Sadie Grace Cole. And the lead's down to 6 at 15-9. Lawrence County trying to get hot here. Kerr over the net. Dug out by Burleson. Kelly back to Burleson. Falls in. Burleson is deadly from mid-range. That's kill number 19. Schaefer back in for Gillum. Emerson out, Brazier in. And Brazier will serve it up, leading by 7. Right-hander over the net, dug up by Cole. Sadie Grace Cole now to Cammie Williams. And that one is deflected and in. Williams with her 7th kill. And Williams will go back and serve it up for the 2nd time here in this set, trailing 16-10. Summertown leads 2-1. Williams over the net, dug out by Brazier. Kelly, now to Burleson. Falls in. Burleson with the touch and gets it to go. That's kill number 20. And assist number 41 for Gracie Kelly. 17-10, the Lady Eagle lead, and Burleson will serve it up. Right-hander over the net, dug out by Kerr. Cole, now to Rose, and Long. Assist number, that is error number 30 now against the Lady Cats, and Lady Eagles lead by 8. Burleson, over the net, dug out by Rose, to Cole, to Cheapwood. Kelly, Schaefer over, dug out by Williams. Cole, Over to Sophie Cole over the net, dug up by Kelly. Reynolds, dug up by Williams. Cole, the Cheapwood, dug up by Kelly. Reynolds, setting up Dimwitty. And that one goes back to Summertown after the block. Williams digs out the Kelly shot. Cole sends it back over. Brazier to Kelly. Now to Burleson, dug up by Cole. Now at the net, and Schaefer sends it down. Kill number 18 for Abby Jo Schaefer. It's a 9-point Lady Eagle lead. Burleson over the net, dug up by Williams. Kerr sending it over to Cortland Rose over the net to Schaefer. Kelly back to Schaefer. Diving save there, and Sadie Grace Colson's over. Dimwitty back over to Lawrence County. Cole to Cole. Now to Rose. Blocked, and they can't save it. Mackenzie Reynolds with her fourth block falls in, and they lead, largest of the game, at 20-10. Burleson over the net, dug out by Williams. Cole to Rose. Dug out by Burleson. Kelly. Dimwitty. Dug out by Cole. Sadie Grace over to Cortland Rose. Dug out by Kelly. Sends it over. Cole to Rose. Dug out by Burleson. Kelly to Schaefer, and can't be handled. Kill number 19, assist number 42. 21-10, 4 points away from taking the set and the match. Burleson over the net and wide. Off of Steve Keaton. And now Cami Garland will come in for Sophie Cole. Cole over the net, dug up by Brazier. Gracie Kelly now to Ainsley Burleson, and long. Back-to-back errors from the Lady Eagles. It's now a 21-12 lead. Sadie Grace Cole to serve it up here for the Lady Cats. Cole, the right-hander over the net, dug out by Burleson. Kelly now to Schaefer. Blocked by Cheapwood and down. Her seventh block. 3-0 run here for the Lady Cats has got the lead to 8. Cole again over the net, dug out by Brazier. Kelly going to set up Reynolds. Dug out by Cole. And a miscommunication, it will fall in. (22-13) the Lady Eagles lead, and Reynolds will go back and serve it up. That's over the net. Dug up by Cami Williams to Sadie Grace Cole. Now to Cortland Rose. Falls in. Rose picks up kill number 14. That's assist number 27 for Sadie Grace Cole. Morgan and Wallace check in for the Lady Cats, and Wallace will go back and serve it up. No subs on the other side for Summertown. 22-14 is the lead here in the fourth set. Wallace, the right-hander over the net, dug out by Brazier. Kelly, now to Dimwitty. That one's in. Dimwitty with kill number 6. Kelly with assist number 44. And Gillum and Emerson will come in for Schaefer and Brazier for Summertown. 2 points away from taking the match. Right-hander over the net, dug up by Williams. Cole, now to Cortland Rose. And that one doesn't get over the net. 31st error against the Lady Cats. 24-14. Could be match point here. Gillum over the net. Dug out by Wallace. Cole. Now to Peyton Morgan. Dug out by Reynolds. Kelly to Burleson. Dug out by Wallace. Cole. Now to Cami Williams. Gets it over the net. Dug out by Burleson. Kelly setting up Emerson. Blocked by Morgan. Back to Gillum. Kelly to Dimwitty. Blocked by Morgan. Now Morgan, and the big deflection there as Cole gets it. Miscommunication. Wallace back over to Summertown. Dimwitty over, dug out by Wallace. Williams tries to save it. Rose can't get it over, and that will do it. Summertown takes the fourth set, 25-14. They take the match 3-1. An absolute thrill here between both sides. Summertown improves to 9-0 on the season. Lawrence County will drop to 7-2 on the year. These two will meet up once again. This time at Lawrence County's choosing. We don't know if that will be at LCHS, at Kaufman, or at Etheridge. It literally changes week by week, but we'll keep you posted on that one. Stars of the game were Gracie Kelly with her 44 assists, Ainsley Burleson with 20 kills, Abby Jo Schaefer with 19 kills. On the other side for Lawrence County, Sadie Grace Cole, 4 blocks, 27 assists. Cortland Rose came up with 14 kills on that side. Again, the final score, Summertown takes us 3-1. This is AJ Good on the X Sports Network. Have a great evening.
Going the distance with local sports. Covering the Loretto Mustangs, Summertown Eagles, and Lawrence County Wildcats. Basketball, football, baseball, and more. This is the X Sports Network.